Hello and greetings to all of our St. Patrick Catholic School families. Dr. Sturtzel here, live from the principal's office. Today's Thursday, November 11th, 2021. It has been a while since I've created a video and given you some updates regarding the school, so thanks for viewing this. Today I would like to just discuss the state of the school in terms of how we are handling the pandemic and how we are recovering from the very stressful past 18 months and what has been a very stressful school year. Any of you who may know educators, this has been one of the hardest school years as we navigate all the things that are going on. And today I just want to address the systemic trauma, I think, that we are seeing across all age levels, really, from the youngest, ages 3 in our preschool and 4, all the way up to our 8th graders. So a couple of months ago, we were dealing with surges of cases. We were dealing with kind of widespread positive cases of COVID-19. We, of course, went to remote learning for one day, regrouped, had a really good plan, I think, coming out of that day. Cases subsided in September, and in October we have seen some of an uptick in the last few days of that. But that was really the first big storm, I think, of this school year. The second storm that has been really ramping up the last few weeks, and as a school leader, as a Catholic school principal, I have the privilege, the blessing to have an aerial view, to be able to see what's happening at different grade levels and different interactions with students and working with families closely. So, what we're really seeing is just behavior manifesting, I think, from some gaps in development. We've talked a lot about, reading and math, and will there be gaps there? But we're seeing maybe even more so developmental gaps, social skills, and down from the preschool where it's potty training and it's gripping pencils and learning letters and, how to be a cooperative and learn routines. And there's some gaps there, with what those students have been through in the first year and a half of their life or 2 years of their life. And then you just go up the grade levels and you continue to see gaps from kindergarten, first grade, second grade, third grade, fourth grade. As the kids are getting older, in some of the older grades, we're really seeing some developmental gaps in social skills, gaps in being able to be a good friend and to speak kindly to one another. And what happens if that doesn't happen? When you start to intersperse the digital life of our students and what they've been doing and how they've been interacting and what they've been exposed to online, since March 2020, we're definitely seeing, I think, a lot of issues with how our kids are treating one another, how to react to things. And of course, as adults, we've all gone through some toxic stress, and we don't want that for our kids. And it's very emotional when that's happening to them. So while we are doling out consequences and helping kids learn from the discipline that they are receiving, we also are trying to make sure those families understand that's coming from a place of compassion, of deep concern for their well-being, to teach them the skills that they maybe are lacking and why these cases, why these incidences are occurring. And it's troubling. I mean, we are seeing many families really struggling. We're seeing how that's affecting kids, and we look at we started a signs of suicide program, and there's a depression screening in there, and that's going to be happening with 6th, 7th, and 8th graders. And a lot of our students have anxiety, are struggling. The pandemic is hard, they tell us, and as we are trying to reintegrate into sort of a normal school environment, we still have a long way to go before things feel what we might call normal, if that will ever happen. And so, we are working through different avenues, from school board and PTO to room parents to CAM to the ministries of our church, as a community, how we can work together and heal together. So be on the lookout for some resources for parents, some speakers for our kids and parents, some toolkits, some retreats, maybe some grade level community building events that we hope that You will feel connected to our parish and to our school, that maybe we can better connect families to each other, families that maybe you haven't met yet, depending on how long you've been at St. Patrick or what your family's been through over the course of the past couple of years. But lots of things in the works, I think, as we put our heads together, as we join hands and try to stay united. Last year, I think we were united against a common enemy. It was, how can we be in school? How can we get around the COVID-19 and have in-person learning? This year feels a little bit different. Feels a little bit, we're looking why is this happening? Who's to blame? And we have to be careful with that. I think we have to make sure we are coming from a place of compassion, empathy, trying to understand how these kids have been affected, why they are having some of the developmental gaps that we are seeing, and what we can do to equip them and help them learn from it, and really just work together. So, I would encourage you, if your child is going through something, to call the school, to give us specific examples, specific details. It certainly can hinder the process if parents are talking about other kids and other situations that don't involve their children, whereas we would rather folks call us directly. The volume is high right now, but we want to work each case with compassion, with care, with thoughtfulness, all of the core values that reflect our Catholic identity in our Catholic school. So be on the lookout for that. Pray about it. Talk to your children about it. Work with our teachers. Work with our school leaders. And we will continue this process of recovery through the pandemic and what we're going through now. And I just appreciate everybody's cooperation as we work together in our Catholic community. We'll be sending you more information as the days, the weeks, the months go on throughout the year to work on these things. So God bless you. Thank you for your partnership at St. Patrick, and I look forward to seeing many of you in the upcoming days and weeks as we're approaching Advent. Thanks so much.